Hi, welcome back, my lovelies. Welcome to the Tracie Trendy Show. If you don't know what I am, I just talk about reality shows. That's all I do. I pour a lot of tea while I talk about it. And today I'm going to be talking about Seeking Sister Wives, which is a new show we haven't discussed on this channel, but I have been following it along the way. Oh my gosh. Let me talk about the new couple on this show, Garrick and Dannielle. There is some tea on them. All right? Okay? Let's discuss, okay? Basically, they've been married for 13 years. They want to get a sister wife, but they couldn't get a sister wife in the United States. No. They had to go abroad. So they had to get divorced. Garrick and Dannielle had to get divorced so he could use a K-1 visa to bring over Roberta. Okay, so they had to do all that. Mind you, a K-1 visa is not cheap. It costs thousands upon thousands of dollars, okay? Plus, you're going to be responsible for this person for about 10 years, 7 to 10 years if you get divorced. All right? Reason I'm mentioning this is that back in 2014, Garrick and Dannielle filed for bankruptcy. They had a lot of student debt and some personal debt, totaling $150,000 for the personal and $140,000 for the school debt. Okay? Lot of moolah. They have trouble with their finances. And then 2 years later, poor Dannielle, she got a DUI and child abuse charges pressed on her as well. Okay, so only she got child abuse because the child was in the car. Her child was in the car while she was driving. So they kind of let her have it. And then the charges were broken down to dismiss after she did probation. Okay, so she did some probation to get the charge taken off. But yes, so they had a little rocky start and they decided to go to live in Colorado. And that's where our story takes place on the TLC show. I'm just wondering why they're willing to go and pay all this money for Roberta. She's the woman that they want as their sister wife. She's in Brazil. That costs them thousands of dollars. Is this not money management? My goodness, where is your money management? Anyway, they've been married for 13 years, but they have to get divorced because the only way they can get Roberta over is if they use a K-1 visa, which is a lot of money. And then, as I said, you're going to be financially responsible for that person for at least a decade or 7 to 10 years, something crazy like that, if you get divorced. There's more tea I have to pour people, more tea. So, it seems like Garrick is really liking Roberta, really liking her, and all the fans can see it. It's emanating from the screen. Even his poor wife, Dannielle, sees it. He just makes disparaging remarks about his wife. He calls his soon-to-be wife, Roberta, the small one, and, of course, Dannielle, the big one. And I'm like, why don't we just throw the whole husband away at this point, okay? It's not anything worth to fight over. And I'm sorry, Dannielle, you're going to get the L for this. You're going to get the L for losing, okay? I know he was your only love. You known him since high school, but you should have walked away from this. You should have I hope if you when you got this divorce, because you guys got a divorce, that you at least set yourself up financially, okay? Set yourself up financially and make sure you get that house, at least half of it, and child support. Now here's the tea. People are looking around in social media and they notice that Dannielle, the show tapes that way in ahead. The show's like a year ahead with their storyline at least. And because they got divorced a year ago, so estimate is that their storyline is following a year behind, especially with COVID and everything. It's probably a year behind. But anyway, looking at Dannielle's website, she got pictures of her boys. She got pictures of herself. She doesn't have pictures of Garrick. Nope. Okay, so you say, well, what does Garrick got on his social media account? What does Garrick have on his account? Well, Garrick has himself. Yes, he would have himself. And Garrick has his sons just like Dannielle. Yeah, so they're kind of the same there, right? Wrong. Because on his top page, on his profile page, he has Roberta. Yeah, he has Roberta. He does not have Dannielle. Nope. Nowhere on his personal website. His personal Instagram. Nothing. No Dannielle. Is that a hint of the future that these two are a duo and not a trio? I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Of all the trials and tribulations that Dannielle struggled along in her marriage with Garrick, is this the end result? A divorce with nothing? I mean, she got the kids, but she always had the kids. Oh my goodness. What do you guys think about that? Drop me a line and hit the subscription and notification bell, because therefore you're going to get this hot tea delivered hot to you. Okay? On the double. All right? So you got to hit the notification as well as subscription, because then you will not be left in the cold, because you will be sipping this very hot tea. All right, my lovelies. See you later, alligators.